Cruz, and I'm going to be the WOOF president for the upcoming school year 2021 to 2022. Right now, I'm going into my 4th year of university studying disability studies and childhood and social institutions.
Hi, my name is Maria Perpuse, and I'm WOOF's VP Internal for 2021 to 2022. I'm going into my 3rd year of medical science, module to be announced.
Hi, my name is Christie Siu, and I'm the incoming VP Communications for WOOF for the upcoming 2021-2022 school year. I'm going into my 4th year of kinesiology.
WOOF stands for Western Ontario Organization of Filipinos, and we were founded in around 1990, where we started off as a dance crew, which is now called WADC. We are a student-run organization that is committed in upholding traditional and modern Filipino values and culture. And there are 4 pillars in our club. So there's culture, community, charity, and the arts. And our mission is to encourage friendship in a unity between everyone, in a unity between the club members and the school itself. I know that I found a lot of my long-lasting friendships here at WOOF, and we want that for you as well. We love to share Filipino culture across Western and across London actually. We promote greater acceptance of our unique cultural background and creating a safe space for everyone. We as a club serves an open forum for tackling issues related to perception of the Filipino culture or the Philippines itself. We are here for you. So no matter if you're Filipino or not Filipino, I know our club has a lot of people from different backgrounds, and we welcome you guys with open arms because we love sharing, and we love you. WOOF's meaning could be very subjective to a lot of people, but for me it really means family, because that's where I found home away from home. We have different events throughout the year, which you can learn more if you wanted to check it out at our Instagram at woof.uwo, and there you can see our dance workshops led by our artistic team. We have some of our events such as Roll Night, Kris Kringle, Halo Halo Night, Ate Kuya Night, language workshops, and we actually also do fundraising events that help several charities. So we had events such as Bingo Night and Coffee Houses from last school year, which was held online. Even though it is COVID, we still find ourselves thriving during this time. And then towards the end of the year, we have one of our biggest events, which is Barrio. Barrio is WOOF's annual cultural shows where we showcase the Filipino culture through a mix of traditional and modern music and dance. We practice the whole year, and it's very fun, where we learn about our dances and our culture at the same time. However, due to circumstances last year, we couldn't really have it in person like usual, so we brought it to life as a movie. We called it Foreigners in Wonderland. If you guys wanted to check it out, our team worked super hard throughout the whole year practicing the dances and again learning more about the Filipino culture. So if you wanted to check it out, please let us know. So for me, being Filipino means being closer together. I feel like the culture in the Philippines is always being hospitable and always bringing each other. Even if you're just friends, we treat you like family. And I think that's always something that I love and I always try to do. So growing up, my Filipino friends and family always bonded over our culture, such as food and music. So every celebration, which might be birthday, anniversaries, Noche Buena, Buena Noche, Medianoche, there's always a feast of food, and there's always gonna be like adobo, sinigang, leche flan, bibingka, and there's always gonna be Filipino music, OPM, playing in the background, which I love and I enjoy greatly. I recommend OPM, like I swear, I recommend their food too, but like listen to OPM while you're studying, you're just like, you're gonna get an A.
Personally, Filipino culture is all about community and family. We like taking care of one another and looking after each other, whether or not we're related, whether or not we're Filipino. And a prime example of that would be WOOF itself. You know, it's not just a group of Filipino people. There's so many people from different backgrounds celebrating Filipino culture, Filipino language, Filipino food, good Filipino food. It's just a very welcoming atmosphere, and everyone is so kind and nice towards one another. And I know a Filipino stereotype is that we're very hospitable and we're all nurses, but I just believe there's a sense of truth to that, and that we look out for one another. I understand and I can speak Tagalog and Ilocano, but it's not perfect, and I'm well aware of that. And I feel like sometimes when I do speak it, I speak with such a non-Filipino accent, like you can tell I grew up outside of the country. But it's very fun to feel connected to my roots, and in practicing Tagalog and practicing how to speak Ilocano sometimes, it means a lot to me. So another part of Filipino culture would be pride. I think everyone who is Filipino will find that there's a big sense of pride in everyone's achievement, whether or not Miss Philippines won Miss Universe or Manny Pacquiao won in the boxing fight. Everyone feels a sense of achievement when one of us achieves something.
For me and my family, music was always there for celebrations like Lunar New Year, or birthdays, stuff like that. Actually in Chinese school and at home for Lunar New Year or Chinese New Year, we would always sing a song called Choi San Do to celebrate the new year and good luck, good fortune, stuff like that. And then actually for Mother's Day, my sister and I sang a song for my mom called Sai Sun Zi Yao by Joey Young. If you want to find out why, give it a listen. But I don't think it's just for celebrations though, because music really helps set such a happy atmosphere, festive at times, and it really helped my family, get together, bond over just singing classic songs just for fun, fooling around. And really it gave me a lot of happy moments and memories with my family, just kind of singing, songs, classic songs that everyone knew, or just with my sister. So those are really good times, good memories with my family.
So my cultural background is I'm Filipino and I'm born in the Philippines, and I moved here when I was around 11 years old. With that being said, I've always loved the Filipino culture, and that includes the music itself. I grew up listening to OPM, which is original Filipino music. Artists such as River Maya, Parokina Edgar, Glock9, Francis M, Sarah Geronimo. I love and appreciate them all. What I love the most about them is that they take pride in being Filipino, and that's always something that I've always looked up to when people are artists and love their cultural background. However, recently I've been listening to Ben and Ben and Five of Spades. Both of them are super great artists. If you wanted to check them out, I recommend them. Look them up on YouTube. Amazing song. I listen to them while I study, so.
I'm Filipino-Canadian. I was born and raised in Canada, but my parents are from the Philippines. And even though I was growing up in Canada, I think I was very immersed in Filipino culture nonetheless. Growing up, I watched a lot of teleserias, which are Filipino soap operas or TV shows. I also listened to a lot of Filipino music, and I eventually learned how to speak and understand Tagalog and Ilocano. So I think I'm fairly fluent in those two. But a few songs I have on repeat would be Dalaga by RV, Bini Bini by Jack Tabudlo, and Sundo, which is a cover by Mora de la Torre. And there's so many other good Filipino songs, but those are the ones that kind of come to mind.
My cultural background is Chinese. My family is from Hong Kong, but I was born and raised in Canada, which I guess makes me a CBC, Chinese-born Canadian. I don't really listen to or keep up to date to a lot of mainstream pop artists, but an artist that I do know that is still currently active, but I would say she was like a big part of the 2000s era for Cantonese music at least. She also sings in Mandarin, but her name is Joey Young, and she's created a lot of classic songs that people know and still sing today. A lot of OSTs as well, and I do listen to her occasionally, so check her music out. Yeah.
My favorite Asian artist, I wouldn't really say that I have like a favorite one at the moment, but someone that I've been listening to recently is Olivia Rodrigo. So Olivia Rodrigo, I believe, is half Filipino. She was on Disney. I just think it's super cool seeing someone so young and being so successful, and someone so young that represents us.
One of my favorite artists is Marian de la Torre. I love her music and I love her voice, and I wish I could sing like her because there's a stereotype that all Filipino people can sing, but I can't. So yeah. Growing up, I also loved James Reid and Nadine Lustre. They were actors in a lot of movies and TV shows, but they've transitioned more into music, and they're pretty good if you want to take a listen.
It's very hard for me to choose a favorite artist, but recently I've been listening to a lot of OSTs from a lot of Chinese dramas, and one of the songs was sung by an artist called Zhou Shen, and he's absolutely amazing. The way he sings, his voice is just, it's so beautiful. You have to check out his songs to just hear how unbelievable he is. What makes him so great, I think, is that he brings so much emotion and into the songs that he writes and sings. Another thing that actually makes him a great artist is that he actually originally was studying dentistry, but then he chose to follow what he wanted to do and actually switched to studying music. So give him a listen. He's honestly, it's beautiful. Thank you for listening, and we're glad that we got to share a part of our culture with you. If you're interested in any of the songs or artists that we mentioned before, or just songs that we're currently listening to, please be sure to check out the collaborative Spotify playlist that we have with the Faculty of Music Students Council. And thank you to them for letting us be a part of this project for Asian Heritage Month. Also be sure to check out their other collab videos that they have with other cultural clubs. Thank you again, stay happy, bye guys.